So you've made your short film or your feature film, music video, whatever it is, and you want to start entering into festivals. You're very excited about it and you think it's ready for the entries. So what you want to do is go to this following website called Film Freeway. So this is Film Freeway, the website, and you see it says easy submitting, the world's #1 way to enter film festivals and screenplay contests. So with this website, you're going to want to make an account. So what you have to do is go to the top right here where it says sign up, and it'll ask you to join by signing up with either your Facebook account, sign up with Google, or with an email. I sign up with an email because I don't want everything to be linked into social media, that kind of stuff, otherwise I feel like the whole world is watching me, do you know what I mean? I signed up with my email address. Once you've done that, you can then go into your account and start up creating it. Now if I go to my profile here, you can view your profile. This is one that I've created, and these are all the details and things that you can put in. So similar to Facebook, you can think of it as like a Facebook for film festival entries, that kind of stuff. You've then got cover image, which you can put in there. You've got your profile picture, just like Facebook. And then you can put in other pictures as well, a quick little bio about yourself down here. And then you've got your filmography. So basically your credits for what you've made so far that you've entered into film festivals. So I've got my Anxiety Train short film here, a 10-minute version of it, so I've got 2 different options. The writer credits, director credits, which are just films that I've made myself obviously, which you'd have too, unless you've been a part of other films that other people have made and you've written them or directed them. You can then add reviews, news, resume attachments, links to anything you want to put a link to for more of your work perhaps. And then that's your profile, and then here you've got your account settings, so you can put on the left hand side, you can go to your profile, Film Freeway Gold. Film Freeway Gold is essentially a membership where you can get a discount for paying X amount per month. So it's up to you. If you want to enter loads and loads of festivals, it might be worth entering for 1 month with a gold account and then coming out of it with a month's membership being paid for. Then it tells you about your transactions, your email references, a Laurel creation tool, so it's your reviews, all that kind of stuff. Then you've got your name, your email address, blah, 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 blah. So now you've filled in all your details on your account, on your profile, you're ready to start uploading films to Film Freeway. So you don't have to upload the same film again and again and again to enter it into different film festivals. Just upload it once to Film Freeway, and then from there you just send basically an application and a submission to film festivals, and they'll be able to download your film from that one upload that you did. So if we go to My Projects at the top, you can then see the versions of Anxiety Train that I've got here. Then you've got Add Project. So this is basically, this would be blank if you didn't already have a project there. But otherwise you go to Add Project, and then you can start filling in the information for your project that you want to add and start submitting to film festivals. So you can make it a film, which is what I'd be doing. Otherwise you can enter this for a script, if it's just a script, music, songwriting, photography festivals, VR, XR, immersive festivals, which is in their beta stage. You then add your title of the project, brief synopsis, so maybe like 1 or 2 sentences to describe and kind of get people excited about the film that you're entering. Then you can tap in whether you have also non-English title and synopsis for the films you're going to enter it into festivals that have multiple language barriers, that kind of thing. A website, so if you've got a work website for all the films that you're making, you can link it there. Your Twitter handle, which I've done as well on my films. Facebook, if you've got a Facebook page for your film company, and an Instagram bit here where you can put in your details for your Instagram account as well. So this is your credits. So this is the credit for this specific film. So for example, in Anxiety Train, the director's name would be my name, my middle name, my last name. I don't think you have to put in the middle name if you don't want to, but first and last name. Prior credits. So you can put that in as well for other films that you've made. Who's the writer, any credits that they have. Again, that's optional. Then you've got the producer, write that name, add a person, and you can just keep doing that and adding more and more people. You can also add a credits section if you want to do that. So if you want to create a whole different section maybe you don't think is here, then you can add a new one as well. Then it'll ask you for your specifications in section 4. So project type, animation, documentary, short, feature, so it would be short. And then what genre is it? Romance, drama, sci-fi, etc. So for mine it was drama that I filled in. And then the running time of that film as well that you have to put in. Completion date, so you can just tap on there and then put whatever date it is for your film completion. Then you've got the budget. So mine was basically 0. So for everything that I write in this is 0. So the country of origin, I believe, is for you, where you're from. And then country of filming is obviously where you filmed the actual film itself. What language is that film in? So mine was English. But you can put whatever the language is. Shooting format, mine is iPhone 12 because I'm a smartphone filmmaker, of course. And you got the aspect ratio. My last film was 16:9, so that's fine. film color as well. Is it black and white and color? Is it black and white, or is it color? Mine have always been color. Is it a student project? Yes or no? Are you a first-time filmmaker? Yes or no? That's important, because if you're a first-time filmmaker, there are festivals that have categories for first-time filmmakers. And then any screenings or distribution that you've had prior to this being entered onto Film Freeway for other festivals to be taken in for an official selection. Then you save your project. It'll ask you to upload the film. It takes a while to upload the film. Then once it does, as you've seen, you'll then find it in the project section. So now we're going to go into dashboard. With dashboard, you've got your notifications list. So where this bell is at the top right, similar to like a YouTube channel or something like that, or Facebook, whatever it is, you've got the notifications there that can ping up to. So you'll get a notification if you've had an official selection for a film that you've entered into a film festival. You'll have a notification if there's one that you've entered and you've won. And equally, if there's one that you've got on a watch list or a favourites list, which you can do for film festivals, then that will appear on here when there's a deadline coming up as well to warn you of that deadline. And speaking of, you've got the notification dates approaching here. So everything you've entered, this is telling you the notification dates of when you'll know if it's been officially selected or not. So obviously you've got September the 1st, September the 6th, the 30th, etc, etc. Then you've got your submissions and what's been selected. So I've had 3 submissions officially selected and a win as well, which is awesome. Then you've got upgrade to gold, and then with upgrade to gold, it gives you basically 10 to 50% off entry fees, free submission protection, 50% off marketing services, no service fees on submissions. And it's $12.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. So it's not something I've done because I'm not putting hundreds and hundreds of pounds into film festivals, but if you were to do that, it says here I would have saved $21.67, so it does save you some money perhaps if you're going to enter it all in one month, but otherwise I wouldn't really worry too much about this membership. And then in the submissions tab, it confirms everything you submitted for film festivals. So for example, I've submitted into the Dublin Smartphone Film Festival, and then all the other ones that I've submitted to here. It says what festival it is, the project, so Anxiety Train for all of these, notification date of when I'll know whether it's been officially selected or not, then submission status in consideration. It will say in consideration even if you've won the award or been selected for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but they need to change that. Then the judging status, so it's undecided, so it's not actually the submission deadline date yet when you'll find out the notification, and whether it's been selected, whether it's won an award. So let's say you just want to go for a bit more of a basic search. What you can do is go to the search bar at the top here and put in smartphone. So if you're entering for smartphone film festivals, just put that in. It'll give you a suggestion or two. But if you just press search, that will give you all of the film festivals, whether they're open or closed, because I've kept it as open or closed, for smartphone films. And it will say different sort of stages of them. So I've submitted to these already. It's asking if you want to submit again. It's then got submit now in green if you haven't already. And then the green here tells you when the next deadline is or the final deadline is. So this is something that's really important to know. So if you go to View Film Festival, we can look at SF3. You've got quite a lot of information here, but it's all really important to read. So for example, on the right-hand side, you've got the different deadlines. So the prices of entry to film festivals mostly increase as it gets closer and closer to the film festival date. So they'll have like an early bird, as you can see here, there's a super early bird or early bird regular deadline, notification date of whether you've been selected or not, and then the event will actually happen on November the 5th to the 20th. It's really important to check those deadlines because if you don't have a lot of money, like me, you want to keep an eye out for when they're in the early bird stages. So if maybe it's too expensive now, you can enter it next year when it's at an early bird stage. Here you got the different categories and fees. So SF3 Best Film, the Best Smartphone Short Film for our Gala Awards, and then read all this information as well, because again, it's all really important to know. This is the general submission for SF3 and for all short smartphone films by filmmakers over the age of 16. So if you're under 16, this isn't a category for you. Always look at the information in the categories and fees so you know whether you can enter your film into that festival or not. Don't just apply to all the festivals, it just won't work out. And as I say, the fees go up as it gets closer to the actual film festival date, so the earlier you are in applying, the less you're gonna have to pay for your film entry to the festival. So it starts super early bird, $15 as standard, students get it for $10, gold members, as I discussed before, get it cheaper, so it's $12, and then it gets a little bit more expensive as we get closer to the deadline. In the middle here, you've got pictures of the film festival. This is one of the good ways to see if it's a legitimate film festival as well. If there's film festival pictures like these, generally it means it's a reputable kind of film festival that you can trust. Then in the middle, it's got a bit of history about the film festival usually and how it works, and if there's prizes, what are the prizes, more details about the specific categories as well, and then all the categories listed at the bottom. Now that's slightly different for various festivals, but that's essentially what you're looking at there. Now this is really important to know as well. This says all films must be shot entirely on a smartphone or tablet, meet our time requirements, and you can use any editing software, apps and phone editions, and you can edit on a PC, laptop, tablet or on your phone. To enter SF3, you can shoot on any mobile device, iPhone, iPad, Samsung, Oppo, Huawei. So pull out your phone out of your pocket and start filming. It really is that easy. There's lots and lots of smartphone mobile film festivals, and then when you get to the bottom, you've got different pages. So it's not just what you see on that first page. You can go to 2, 3, 4, etc, etc. So how do you submit your film into film festivals? Well, I'm going to search here at the top, mobile, and then straight at the top we've got International Mobile Film Festival. So if we go to View Festival, you can see I've hearted it and kept it on my list. If you take it off, it then asks you if you want to put onto favorites, that kind of thing, or watch list, or you can create a new list. So you can make a list for ones that you want to keep tabs on. Now on the right hand side, as I said, there's different deadlines. The mobile features deadline is October the 19th. The mobile shorts, which is what I would enter to, would be the deadline of 19th of November. However, if I go down to the category that I would enter it into, so narrative short film, 3 to 10 minutes, shot with smartphones, we got all these rules here and description of what you need to be doing with your film in order to have it selected, that kind of thing. And then it says mobile shorts deadline, standard $27. Now this is actually more expensive than I'd normally go for a film festival, but this is one that I've wanted to enter for a long time. As you can see, there's an extended shorts deadline, which then jumps by $20. So it really does pay to actually keep your eyes on film festivals and find the cheapest way to enter. So this is $27 to start with. If you miss the next deadline, it then goes to $47. And then to submit the film, you go select project. So I would select Anxiety Train. Now I'm going to enter the 10-minute version because they're looking for films to be between 3 minutes and 10 minutes for their short films. So that's why I made a second version, a second edit of Anxiety Train, so I can then submit this into film festivals that are 10 minutes or less and over 10 minutes. And then narrative short film, 3 to 10 minutes, shot with a smartphone, $27. That's ticked. If you're a gold member, you would tick that. Go right the way down. It says all films must be shot with mobile phones. Is your entire film shot with a mobile phone? Yes, it is. Do not enter your mobile phone number here. We only want you to know the brand, make or mobile phone that you've used to record your footage. So I would put in iPhone 12. And then it's asking you to agree that I have read all the rules and details. I will not submit my film if I have questions, and I will contact the film festival administrators if I have questions or something is unclear. I realised Film Freeway does not provide refunds or film submissions. So all these details, before you actually apply and submit your film fully, you need to look through because there's a lot of key information there. So I put, yes, I have read all the rules. I understand I must provide an email address which I check regularly, and I will respond to all communications by the festival in a timely manner. If I don't respond to the festival request through the email address I provide, I risk being disqualified. Again, these are really important things to know and to read through. So I'll put, yes, I understand. Are you aware that you will need to fill out and submit a legal form if your film is selected? So basically what they're saying here is if your film gets selected for this particular film festival, they'll send you a legal form basically giving them permission to show it at their film festival, to put it onto their website. Maybe sometimes it's not necessarily to put the whole film on the website, but it can be to put shots of it. And if you have a trailer, they might want to put that on as well. I realise I may need to provide the correct license for any media in my film. If I submit and it is disqualified, I understand my submission fee will not be refunded. If I am not absolutely sure, there's a copyright thing here to tell you exactly any information that you want to know about copywriting licenses and stuff. So I will provide proof of the correct license within the legal form. Are you aware that if your feature film, quote, feature film, is selected, not short film, you must be present at the screening in San Diego to remain in the competition. If unable to attend or your film festival is online, you will be required to submit a well-produced video about the making of the film. Yes, I'm aware. If you're a minor submitting a film or there are minors, children 0 to 18 in your film, you realise you'll need parental permission by filling out a form which you must contact us to request if your film is selected. Please confirm you understand this obligation. I confirm and agree. I understand to the above statement. So there's no kids in my film of Anxiety Train, so that's absolutely fine. I won't have to worry about that. If you are not the filmmaker or owner of the film may be disqualified unless the owner filmmaker does not contact us to verify the film submission by you. The owner of the film will receive any awards in his or her name, promotions and publicly, etc. This festival will not pay screening fees. I am the owner of the film being submitted. Tick add to cart and checkout, or you just add to cart if you want to enter more film festivals in one block. And then here it tells you the price, all the details that are basic about this. So what's the project name, category, yada yada yada. Submission protection, so you can add protection for $1.35. It means that with this submission protection, you'll receive 100% refund if for any reason you decide to withdraw your submission within 5 days of submitting, the festival is cancelled, deactivated, or does not take place, and your submission is lost in transit or not received by the festival. I don't ever pay these because I feel like film festivals generally kind of make sure that it goes ahead even if it's online, so I'm not going to pay that. And then you just put in your card details, blah 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 blah, and then there's a service fee of $135, and then you pay and submit your order. After that, you'll then get a thank you message come up once you've paid for it, and then you'll have that added to your projects list and submitted list and all that kind of stuff. Now, there are questions that I think a lot of people would like to have answers to that I haven't covered, so let's go through a few of those. How much does it cost to enter your smartphone film into festivals? Now, the International Mobile Film Festival, which I showed you just a moment ago, that's the most expensive one that I've seen for a smartphone specific film festival, $27. But if you look around, you can definitely find some that are even free if they're new festivals that have started that you might want to enter into. And then the prices range from anything from $3 up to $100 plus if it's a final deadline kind of price on big festivals like Sundance Film Festival, that kind of thing. Now let me tell you my top 5 picks for reputable and fantastic in communication smartphone filmmaking specific film festivals. One of the first ones in no particular order is the Moment Invitational Film Festival. I've entered this before and I have to say they do a really good job with this. They usually do the actual festival online on their YouTube channel live, and they get really good prizes for the people who win as well. So the Moment Invitational Film Festival is one I would look out for sure. The Dublin Smartphone Film Festival is a really fantastic smartphone specific film festival. Obviously they're based in Dublin, and I have entered this before with Plant Lady where it got officially selected. I've entered this film festival again with Anxiety Train. It's a really good festival, and again the communication is very good with them too, very approachable, really nice people. SF3 are a really brilliant team that put together a fantastic film festival which is called SF3, and it is basically a Sydney-based company who are absolutely fantastic. They work really hard with their film festival and make it really fun and enjoyable for everyone involved. The International Mobile Film Festival, run by Susie Botello, is a very well run festival. They do the whole red carpet experience in San Diego, give awards, like physical awards as well, that kind of thing, as well as laurels that you can apply to your promotions and social media, that kind of stuff. Really fantastic high-end film festival, and it's got a really good reputation. And last but by no means least, the Mobile Motion International Film Festival. And I'm sure you're all subscribed to Simon Horrock's YouTube channel for smartphone filmmaking, mobile filmmaking. And this is a international film festival that he runs that with his team make a really fantastic professional festival. And I can't recommend it enough. I watched the last one and the standard is very high. So I recommend that one as well when they reopen that festival. Can you enter more than one film into a festival? The answer to that in most cases is yes. I would always look in their rules just in case, but just be aware that a lot of film festivals, like the International Mobile Film Festival, they won't allow you to have 2 selected for the same festival. So you can enter 2, but you would only get at the most 1 actually put into an official selection. And of course, if you're entering 2 films, you're going to pay that fee twice to enter. Now, what about the best length of a smartphone film to enter into festivals? I would say that between 5 and 10 minutes is probably your best sweet point for that length of your film. Most film festivals do want between 5 and 10 minutes. Some are happy to have longer than that, some want less than that. But if you want a film that's going to get into the most film festivals that you can enter, 5 to 10 is the sweet spot. Does the entirety of your film need to be shot 100% on a smartphone? Well, for a lot of festivals that is the case. For others, they don't care so much. In some cases, they want at least 80 to 90% of your film shot on a smartphone, meaning that 10 to 20% could be shot on a DSLR in some cases with film festivals, or they might allow an iPad or something like that, or a drone to be used for 10% of your film. Can you enter a smartphone-made film into regular film festivals that aren't smartphone specific? Yes, you absolutely can. I've been doing that with Anxiety Train with some success as well, getting official selections for various film festivals that aren't smartphone specific. How long does it actually take you to find out if you've been officially selected or not? That varies from festival to festival, so I would just check their page on the Film Freeway website, and then from there you can see when the actual notification date is for official selections. That way you'll know how long you've got to wait to find out. Now do let me know in the comments section down below if there's anything to do with smartphone films entering into film festivals that I haven't covered in this video. In the meantime, if you want to check out my latest smartphone film, which I made with my iPhone 12 recently, it's Anxiety Train and it's right here, right now. See you on the next one. Bye bye.